Hey, what's up, my construction entrepreneurs? Tyrone Jones here with the Construction Entrepreneur School and Services. Man, it's been a while. I don't know if it's been how long, but since I had to sit down and kind of talk with you guys one on one, my peeps, my focal uh, my construction entrepreneur nation, whatever that is. But one of the things I want to one of this gets hard, right? Because one of the things that I don't like to portray is that I'm just like, rich or I'm just making a whole ton of money here because I'm so busy, you know. It is money being made, but it's not as great as I would like it to be. Let me tell you that, okay? And I'm gonna talk to you guys about some of the hard things that I face and that we face in the construction industry, growing our business as we continue to grow up. Because now I'm getting to a stage that I was at years ago, and it's starting to come back, and I'm starting to apply the old some of the old habits, good habits that I was doing before, which is working for me now. And I want to share some of that with you because we really have to learn how to get in this mindset of growth and paying ourselves. So while I'm, controlling all these jobs, thank God, like, oh my gosh, man, I don't even know. Like, I got a board here on how many jobs here. And then one job can actually be three different jobs because there's three different contracts on it. So anyway, I got quite a bit going on. I have a partner too as well. I kind of let go all the other partnerships and businesses to kind of focus in on this one and kind of head this off. And I kind of grouped a lot of the projects underneath this partnership as well too, to kind of boost it up. But let me just say this. There's a few tough things that I deal with. One is job tracking, right? Tracking the job to understand the cost and where you're at on that job, right? I need more people, more admin people to track that, because trying to do it yourself is just crazy. You need to hire somebody for that. And I think the hardest part about that, like, I can easily say it like, hey, you need to hire somebody for it, but I think the hardest part about that is knowing where to start, right? And then knowing how to explain to that person what you need done. But let me get rid of some of that frustration and share this with you. You're not going to be able to get it by yourself or even with your partner, especially if both of you are, really controlling things out in the field. Like right now, we're experiencing a growth of expansion, and not rising. I don't see us rise. I see us more expanding on the wide side and maybe going up a very, very little. But you need to reach out and find a person that's I wouldn't say they have to be experienced in this area, but they do have to be experienced in somewhat of accounting, Excel, learning how to work with numbers, type skills. You need that, because if you don't, you're just going to be frustrated. Both of you guys are going to be trying to figure it out, and as you're trying to figure it out, things are going to get worse and worse and worse. So you got to find someone to help you out with that. I don't care how small you are. You have to make enough, and if you're not, you have to make enough to pay someone to do this admin work. And when you do that, you're going to see that now you can actually focus on, the things that you should be focusing on. Sometimes we we get distracted and we focus more on the work and working in our business instead of on our business. But nonetheless, even if you do that and you hire that person, that's a plus. That's what I would like to see. Hire that person, get that person to do everything. In the beginning, you're going to have to hand over, how you like to see things. So you're going to have to type it out, email it out, text it out, whatever it is to get that person on board. Show examples of past invoicing, and that person should be able to clean that invoice up and send that out, and hopefully make it easier for them to do it and for you to understand it. Okay, that's one thing. You must get someone for that, and I need to get like 2 more people. Okay, I got that coming on the way as well with that program that I told you about, where you get 2 individuals literally free for 4 months, and then 60% of their wages are paid for the next 4 months, up to $20 an hour. So that's like, it's incredible. Anyway, so hopefully I can get that paperwork out today. I just need to I have to call State Fund to get a certificate. Anyway, so next is this, is paying ourselves. This is very important. I think it's very important, and it's very tough to do, right? People that's probably looking at this as not contractors is like, why it's not tough to do? You're making money, you just put it to the side. It's done. Okay, you pay yourself and you're done. Well, one is learning how to price your jobs. Learning how to price your jobs so you can, pay yourself and your company make a wage, right? And paying yourself may be paying yourself from that job, or paying yourself from an overall salary that you have. Okay, so there's 2 different types of payout I'm setting up with my partnership. One is a weekly payout, right? And then 2 is an owner distribution payout. So now with me doing so many jobs and growing wide, right? I'm spending out cash because I got to get materials. I got to start another job. I'm bringing on more employees so I can, staff these jobs right. And then my payroll is raising up too as well, right? So as I'm conscious of all that, and then I've been in this space before too, what I do for owner distribution and salary is I literally take that money out of that account. Well, so first you set up another account. Okay, you got one bank account, you set up another account. Not a brand new account, you just add that account on. You got a savings, you got a regular account, savings account, you just add another regular account to it. Now, or you can do savings, depending on how your savings is set up. But just set up another regular account first, just to get used to it. And every time there's money that come in, you remove that money from that main account to this new account or to the savings account. You automatically do it. Just do it. Don't worry about what's coming. Just do it. And the reason why I say just do it is because if worse comes to worse, I don't want you to move it, but if worse comes to worse, you can always move it. Okay? That's the beginning part. Know that. Set up the other account, and I want you to take out, at least 5%. At least 5%. Okay? Should be more, but I want you to start at least 2 to 5%. Okay? At least 2 to 5%. And I went kind of lower because maybe not doing as much volume, or maybe you got a little bit more out. You need to take a little bit smaller step. So do 2%. Okay? Now, there's some other factors we need to factor in there too, like taxes and things like that, but we'll talk about that at a later date. I want to get you paid, okay? Especially if you're making money. Set that aside. Now, mind you, this is not going to work, right? It is only going to create a habit for you, okay? Because it's not going to work. What you're going to find yourself doing is knowing that that money is there when you're looking at your account and pulling from that account if you need it, because it's there. It's just literally, 2 buttons, 3 buttons on your mobile app to switch that money over, right? Well, after you've been doing that for a month or so, and you're able to, take out and pay yourself a little bit, hopefully you are, eventually you want to get to the point where, and if that works for you, then stay with that. For me, I need to literally take that money out and put it into a separate bank account that I don't have an app on, that I make it harder for me to have to go out and move money from that account. Because I'm going to tell you this, you're going to realize this. Anytime you're growing your business and you need cash to do whatever, we always find a way to make it happen. Okay? If you don't find a way, then you need to get in the habit of finding a way. Whatever, you need to find a way. Okay? We always make it happen. Same with our mortgage and our rent, right? We need it. We always figure out a way to make it happen. It always comes through. You can make it work. Take that money out of that account and put it into a blind account to where you can't see it. Okay? To where now you got to go over there and literally stand in line and take that money out. Okay? Make it hard to have to take that money out, because you have to get into the rhythm of paying yourself. And I think this is the hardest thing for us as construction entrepreneurs starting out, trying to get to a state where we can start making money ourselves. Because remember, the company needs to make money to go to operating margins and to go to owner distributions. And then also the company needs to make enough money to pay you weekly. Okay? The owner distributions is separate from what you need to get paid weekly. Separate. Okay? So if you're not making even enough for that, you need to raise your rates. And you need to go after new customers. Because the customers that you're dealing with now are not your customers. Because as soon as you raise your rates, they're going to balk at you. They're going to complain with you. You need to put in the work and go for that customer that's going to pay you what you need to be paid to grow your business. And that's it. Pull aside the money, at least 2 to 5%, to be able to pay yourself. And if you can't control that, then open up another blind account, take that money out and put it into the other account, and make it hard for you to be able to move that money from that account to whatever account you need to be in. Make it hard, because you must pay yourself. And just start with that. Okay? Just start with that. And see how that works, and let me know how that works. But there's so many of us out here that's not getting paid, or we're getting paid from profits. So our company is not getting paid. We literally are working for peanuts, lower than minimum wage. But we're busy as I don't know what. Just busy. Gone all day, every day, Come on, we gotta make a change here. It's time to make a change, and you have to set forth the change. Now, making that change means that you need to put in extra work. That means that you need to understand that customer may not be for you, so you need to go out and go find other work. That means you need to go out and risk and go for different customers, bid on different work. Okay? It's going to require another part of you. It's going to require another energy set, mental, everything, physical, to get your company up to this next level so you can start paying yourself, making money, and employing people, right? Family and friends, if that's what you choose to do, okay? If that's what you choose, your kid, that's what sucks. A lot of our kids, grow, we got our companies, and a lot of our kids, see our ups and downs, and then when they grow up, we wonder why they don't want a piece of this. Because they didn't seen us struggle for way too long. They didn't seen us go through, too many downs and little of ups during this whole time, and realize that the hard work that we put in is not paying off. And we got to change that. You know, we got to be abundant, but at the same time, we got to start setting some hardcore habits that we need to set in place to make sure we pay ourselves first. Okay? You need to pay yourself first. I'm not saying don't pay anyone else, but I'm saying this: you pay yourself first, and if you ain't got enough to pay everyone else, then something's wrong. Something's wrong, and you need to fix that. But you need to pay yourself first. Stop paying out to everyone else, you know? And if you ain't got enough to pay out to everyone else and cover your bills and your workers, then obviously something is wrong and it needs to be fixed. And you need to contact someone. So that's the thing. Us as construction entrepreneurs, we're afraid to reach out. We don't want to reach out and let everyone know that we don't have a handle on this. It ain't right. I've been doing this for years and I don't understand it. And we're afraid to say those things. There's a lot of things I do not understand here, but I'm studying on it constantly, every day, you know. And you can't keep using my videos as your only learning point. You need to take my videos, take this information, and go get that information. Go figure it out. Go Google it. Okay? Pay someone to tell you something. Pay someone to train you. Pay someone to teach you how to do it. Go take a seminar. Go take a class. Look for the things that you need to have, or the talents or the skills level you need to acquire, so to get your business and your family up to that next level. This is serious out here. This is serious out here. And for you ones that are out here full time, you know how serious it is. You know this is not a game, and you need to pay yourself. Come on. I'm tired of it. You tired of it? I gave you 2 ways that you can pay yourself. Just try it. I don't even care if you don't have enough money. I don't even care if you move it and you know you got to move it back. Go to the bank today, set up that additional account. It's going to cost you whatever it is, $100, $50, depending on what bank you're with. Open that account and move money over there. Okay? Even if you don't have a percentage right now, move money over there. Okay? And get used to moving money over there. Okay? You just want to start creating a habit, because eventually, if you realize that is not working for you, then you need to go and set up a new account to where it's blind, and you don't want no app. You want to have to go to the counter to go take out money. Okay? You don't want to set up an app. I don't want online access because I'm not strong enough. I don't want online access. I want it hard for me to have to come get this money. And that's crazy that we got to do that, even though it's our money. We're trying to fight for a way to pay ourselves. And I had to do that. And I still have to do that sometimes. Right? Because things get crazy and it's not set aside and things not properly set up like where it should be. You know, you got to get out of this phase right here. Soon I will be out of this phase in no time. I will be out of this phase in no time. But you have to get out of this phase and realize the phase and realize the work that you have to do to get out this phase. This is tough. And some of us been in this phase for years. Right? Some of us been in this phase, paying ourselves for profits on jobs for years. Years. Get it right, my construction entrepreneurs, and contact me on how to get it right if you need some help. Come on. Let's do this. Hustle hard, then hustle harder. Like,